What's going on? It's Sheev, the Wise. Welcome back to Vader's Lair. We have a lot to talk about today with some big news for Star Wars Celebration, including a new Star Wars animated short story show, Tales of the Jedi. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Lots of news to talk about, so let's head into the lair and get it going. Much love everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are having a good day. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Vader's Lair if you're new to the channel. Welcome back everybody. So there was kind of a post on StarWars.com today that kind of rocked Star Wars fandom on Twitter and throughout communities everywhere. You know, us crazy Star Wars fans. But as this news kind of dropped, there was a lot of speculation on whether it was true or not, whether it was a real post, and I totally get it because, I mean, it seemed really weird that they would kind of put it out like this. I don't even think they meant to, but on StarWars.com, a kind of post or link was put out that basically announced a Star Wars animated show called Tales of the Jedi, and that there was going to be a panel for it at Star Wars Celebration this coming May, and then it mysteriously disappeared. And everyone's kind of like, was it real? Was that actually on the site? Like, what's going on? And it was real. They ended up actually posting the full list of the Star Wars Celebration panels, like what we're going to see there in terms of like the schedule of the panels and everything. And on there was the Tales of Jedi on Saturday. Super exciting stuff, and Dave Filoni is involved. So let's get into this article, if I can find it here or pull it up for you guys, so that I can show you what we're talking about. This is exciting stuff, man. Alright, let's get it. I think I got the article up. Boom. Alright, let's try this out. So this comes from StarWars.com. Of course, it is their official announcement kind of for it, in a way. I don't know how you can really I don't know if this was on purpose or they're just running with it now, but it says, stay on target to plan your Star Wars Celebration Anaheim strategy. Today, StarWars.com proudly presents the Celebration Anaheim schedule for the Celebration Galaxy and Twin Sun stages, featuring panels, discussions, and more. It has all the intel you need to ensure that your celebration experience will be long remembered. To see what's happening, blah, 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 blah. So it kind of talks about the stages. There's going to be the Galaxy stage at level 3, Twin Sun stage at level 2. And then, like, stage schedule, of course, is right here. So on Thursday, May 26th, we're going to have a Lucasfilm Studio showcase from 11 to 12:30-ish. And that will be live on the Celebration stage, streamed to the Galaxy and Twin Sun stages. The Star Wars Celebration returns, launching with a must-see showcase that will kick the weekend's festivities off into hyperdrive. Lucasfilm's current crop of live-action filmmakers will be joined by special guests to discuss the many Star Wars adventures coming soon, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, and the Mandalorian. So that panel, straight off the bat, that one's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait for it. Apparently, after that, on Thursday, we're going to have Attack of the Chords, which is going to be from 1 to 2. It's going to basically celebrate the music of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, as it basically we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the movie coming out, which Star Wars Meg, Star Wars Only, I think Star Wars Santa is working on it. I might be as well, but there's going to be a big video that kind of celebrates the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, and I can't wait to see that video coming out pretty soon here too. So that'll be cool. We'll kind of celebrate the music of Attack of the Clones there. That sounds pretty lit. And also at 1 to 2, there will be Lucasfilm Publishing, which will kind of cover the stories from a galaxy far, far away. So kind of the latest books that are coming out, I presume. It says, from adult novels to kid comics, from the time of the High Republic to the rise of the First Order, this is the place to dive deeper into the stories from a galaxy far, far away. And I imagine we're going to definitely learn a little bit more about some High Republic stuff that's going on, the latest Brotherhood book, all the kind of latest books that we've heard coming in 2022, and maybe even beyond. Then at 1:30 to 2:30, so kind of in this same kind of time frame here, there's going to be a panel for Ian McDiarmid himself, an audience with the Emperor. Good. I'm definitely probably going to be attending this one. The books will probably be kind of cool, but I'm probably going to leave the books after a half hour and go over to see what's going on with Ian McDiarmid, because that sounds freaking lit. Why would Sheev not go? It says, I am all the Sith. Join Ian McDiarmid, who portrays Chancellor Palpatine and then Emperor Palpatine in all 3 trilogies of the Skywalker saga, for a discussion that is sure to reveal rare insights and behind-the-scenes stories from the celebrated actor who provided some of the most resonant, bone-chilling performances in all of the Star Wars saga. That sounds freaking lit. I'm definitely going to be going to that one. Yo, what's up, everybody in the chat, by the way? Ronnie, Darth Maximus, Tim, Gerber, Darth Chaos, Will, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Sorry, I've kind of been ignoring the chat. I've been busy looking at this, man. There's a lot of updates and a lot of stuff to be excited about. So then there's a Star Wars Collectibles update with Lucasfilm's Brian Merton from 2:30 to 4. So that's a long one, and there's probably going to be a lot of Star Wars toys, maybe making up for kind of lost time there for a bit. It says the things we collect and bring into our lives really do show our affinity for the story we love. Come celebrate with us and find out what's happening firsthand. So maybe even so it talks about chatting about prop replicas, which I'm getting into myself currently, statues, and more. And I'm hoping for some Funko Pop stuff personally. I love me some Funko Pops. Hey, glad to be back, Will. It's glad to be back on the tubes. All right, 3 to 4, there's going to be a High Republic stage. That it says, centuries before the Skywalker saga, there was the High Republic. Join moderator and Star Wars High Republic show host Christina Ariella, along with luminous author Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, Kevin Scott, and Charles Soule, along with Lucasfilm's James Waugh and Michael Siglain. So a lot of the authors and people for the High Republic who are really taking charge of that kind of aspect of it. Even Charles Soule got kind of a promotion over at Lucasfilm recently. And it's good for them, man. I'm actually somewhat intrigued by the High Republic stories. I haven't gotten too far into them because there's just so many other stories that I've been getting into. But this is pretty cool. I'm hoping for some more stories in the High Republic, maybe even more television and live action stuff. But to get into it, I think we read all of that. So that's all of Thursday. And that's a lot for one day of Star Wars, you know what I mean? So the next day, May 27th, Friday, we're starting off with the Summer of Lego Star Wars from 12:30 to 1:30. I imagine this is going to be more of a video game oriented day, as there are a lot of video games coming to the Star Wars universe, and soon. So to get into this one though, it says join the Lego group at Lucasfilm as we celebrate the Summer of Lego Star Wars. Panelists from across the consumer products, games, and animation will highlight all the ways fans can enjoy and interact with Star Wars from the unique Lego lens. Sounds pretty dope to me, especially because I've been playing through the Lego game and having a great time with it. Gerber said, wanted to pop in and I saw you were live. I gotta head out though. I'll see you later. Hey Gerber, I appreciate it. Much love. I hope you have a good one. And check it out later, my guy. Check it out later. Darth Chaos says, I hope they'll drop VV stuff. Dude, that would be kind of cool. I haven't gotten too much into the VV kind of space, but it seems alright. Will says, about to head to class, but catch y'all on the replay. Much love, Will. Thanks for stopping in, my dude. Let's continue on, though. There's going to be a Lucasfilm Publishing behind the page that starts at the same time. It's kind of at the same slot as the Lego Star Wars thing is. So a little bit more on the books aspect of Star Wars, it seems. Explore the world of non-fiction novelty. The behind-the-scenes books for fans of every age. Pretty dope. The next one is an actual 20th anniversary celebration of Attack of the Clones from 2 to 3. That one should be pretty friggin' lit, I think. It says the shroud of the dark side has fallen. Join us as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, the movie that not only introduced a lightsaber-wielding Yoda, a coming-of-age Anakin Skywalker, and clones, it also ushered in a new era of digital cinema which 2 decades later has become an industry standard. Special guests and behind-the-scenes content will be revealed in this can't-miss commemoration of the 2002 epic, not 2022. But yeah, man, I'm excited for that, and it kind of goes into a lot of what I think Star Wars Only is talking about with his upcoming 20th celebration, 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. There was a lot of stuff that went into that movie, and a lot of big, like, filmmaking movements, and, you know, pushing forward the standard of what the industry now is today. So, much love to Attack of the Clones always, especially from a prequel fan. Matthew Cruz, I'll see you later. I'm definitely going to be trying to stream at Celebration, unless you're just saying goodbye to the people that were leaving. My bad. There's also a Star Wars merchandise sneak peek, which sounds like one of the other panels, but it says Disney Parks and Shops. So this is more for the Disney parks and stuff. I imagine we'll see some of the lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge, which is going to be really cool. It even says here, discover a galaxy of merchandise celebrating all things Star Wars. Be among the first to get a sneak peek into what the new exclusives will be coming to Disney and Lucasfilm. Get an inside look at how merchandise of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was created, with insights from Lucasfilm brand merchandising and product team. So that team needs to step it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? No, the Galaxy's Edge team is doing a good job, I think. They're doing a good job. There's also going to be kind of a virtual reality thing like they did at the last celebration with the Darth Vader stuff, that's going to be doing Tales of Galaxy's Edge, which sounds kind of interesting. Then there's going to be a Hasbro Star Wars panel that day as well, from 3:30 to 4:30, which I'm sure that'll tickle Star Wars Santa's fancy, of course. And then from a galaxy far, far away to a Disney park near you is going to be one of the panels that day as well. I think there was going to be there might be a panel missing from this morning, because I think it starts at 11 a.m. And that panel might introduce the games of Star Wars and what's kind of going, what we're going to get with Star Wars and gaming going in the future. I imagine we'll probably get that from 11 to like 12-ish kind of thing, and that'll be how we start the day. And they haven't really said it here because there's been no real announcements that Jedi Fallen Order 2 is going to be there. We just have heard that through the grapevine. 35 years of Star Tours adventure with D23. That sounds pretty dope. Star Tours is a ride at Disneyland. It's a pretty fun ride too. And it's been around for 35 years apparently, which that's pretty impressive. It says Lightspeed to Endor. Join D23, the official Disney fan club, as we celebrate Disney's original Star Wars attraction, Star Tours. From the misadventures of Captain Rex, RX-24. You got me there. I read through this because it said Captain Rex and it wasn't even talking about the actual Captain Rex. You got me, Star Wars. And then to end off that day, this is a long day. It says, let's play Star Wars, a galaxy of tabletop games. So a bunch of cool tabletop Star Wars game. That's cool. Behind the audiobook, making an audio original Star Wars adventure. So that'll probably introduce some of the people that do that. It says, get the inside scoop on how Star Wars audiobook originals, including Dr. Aphra and Tempest Runner from the High Republic, are brought to life. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now we get into the fun stuff, which will be Saturday. The Mando Plus is going to be starting off that day. Mando Plus, a conversation with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni themselves. So from 11 to 12 that day, live on the Celebration stage, streamed to the Galaxy and Twin Sun stages. In their first appearance at Star Wars Celebration since the premiere of The Mandalorian back in 2019, join Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni with special guests for a look back and a look ahead at what's to come in the Mandalorian universe. Super exciting. I imagine we'll get a little bit more than Mando, as it is a Mando Plus. I'm kind of hoping that we get some Ahsoka stuff there, maybe even some spin-off shows, but who knows? I'm really excited for this one. I think this might be one of the most exciting panels that we get to here with the Mando Plus one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because personally, so far on the list, I think Mando Plus and that first panel are the two that I'm most excited for. Here's an interesting one that we had found out today that I haven't seen too many people talking about. We're going to be getting a behind the scenes of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett panel from 1 to 2 that day after that kind of Mando Plus stuff. And this is really intriguing to me because I feel like it could even lead to an announcement for the Book of Boba Fett Season 2. It says, return to the sands of Tatooine as members of the visual effects, creature effects, and sounds team pull back the curtain on their work for The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett to meet the creative challenges put forth by showrunners Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Robert Rodriguez. The team will share how practical puppets, advancements on animatronics and CGI animations, and also cutting-edge sound combine to bring the creatures to life and the stories as well. It says the filmmakers also illustrate how miniatures continue to play a role in visual effects and explain the latest advancements in virtual production from the ILM stagecraft team that helped pioneer this technology. Sounds like a really fun panel to me. That kind of stuff really intrigues me, if I'm being honest. So I'm excited to see that panel personally. I think it could even come with some more stuff on the Book of Boba Fett that they'll probably talk about in that first panel that day as well. Then we get to Star Wars cosplay competition, which I'm probably going to end up being in. I'm going to be dressing as Anakin at least one of the days, and then a Inquisitor Cal Kestis, which should be kind of a maybe more unique thing there. We'll see, though. It says both veteran and amateur cosplayers alike will join in the most exciting cosplay competition in the galaxy at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim. It is more than just a competition. It is fun-filled celebration of the very best Star Wars cosplayers that want to share their talents, skills, and determination with the universe. I'm excited for that. That sounds pretty fun. And then Star Wars Hunters, Yosh, yes. And so, Star Wars Hunters, welcome to the greatest show in the galaxy. Interesting. This is also from 1 to 2, so maybe I'll miss this if I'm over at the cosplay competition. It says, on the planet of Vespara, the galaxy's greatest fighters assemble in the arena to compete for glory and credits. Star Wars Hunters will introduce a unique original cast of characters facing off in a thrilling 4v4 arena combat, joining the Zynga and the Lucasfilm teams to learn about how this spectacle will come to life, hear developer insights, and the behind-the-scenes glimpse of the upcoming content. Pretty interesting. Star Wars Hunters is going to be an arena kind of style game, similar to what you get with Fortnite, or probably closer even to Apex Legends, as that's kind of a 3-on-3. This will be a 4-on-4 game with kind of Star Wars characters in it as well. And I believe it's going to be primarily on Switch, but correct me if I'm wrong. I might be on that one. It seems intriguing, though. It's part of the big lineup of Star Wars games that are coming. And now what you're all really excited for, what you're here for. From 2:30 to 3:30 that day, there will be a panel for Tales of the Jedi. Interesting. Live on the Celebration stage, streamed to the Galaxy and Twin Sun stages. So this is going to be in basically all over the place when you're at Celebration, or if you're watching, people stream it and everything. Introducing Tales of the Jedi, animated anthology shorts, hosted by Amy Ratcliffe with special guest Dave Filoni. Interesting. So, Tales of the Jedi is a project that we had actually heard about for quite some time now. We didn't know exactly if it was going to be the Grammar Rodeo project that we had heard was also being in production. And the Grammar Rodeo project was something that we had heard there was going to be kids kind of attached to, but we had heard that was going to be a live action project. And then there was this animated project that we had kind of had teased a couple of times already. And it was already teased by Matt Lanter and by the Kiner brothers themselves in an interview, where they obviously didn't say the name Tales of Jedi, but they talked about this special animated show that they're putting together for fans. And for a while I was wondering, what is this animated show going to be? What could it possibly be? And Tales of the Jedi was kind of rumored in there. A lot of people were wondering if it's going to be a High Republic story. And I'm kind of curious. Maybe it's something bigger than we even could imagine. And I think, honestly, I don't think it's going to be a huge show. Obviously, it talks about how they're going to be anthology shorts. So probably hopefully it's a little bit longer than what we get with Star Wars Visions and the anime episodes, where they were like 8 to 10 minute kind of shorts. Maybe, 16 at the kind of most. Hopefully these are closer to 16 to 25 minutes. I would love to see kind of full story, half-hour episodes. But I think this show will be something where we're going to be having Tales of the Jedi from all aspects of the universe, all kind of time periods. This is just speculation. We obviously don't know too much about the project yet, but if Matt Lanter is involved, I imagine we're probably going to see some stories that involve Anakin and Obi-Wan and kind of what's going on in the Clone Wars. Maybe some extended stories of things we never saw or that were never finished. Maybe it's possible we could even get some stories from Star Wars Rebels. I think that would be incredible, as well as we do have Kanan and Ezra, and maybe even stories with Luke Skywalker and Ben Solo as he's starting to build a new kind of, I don't know, like, the possibilities with this show are kind of endless at this point, and the fact that Dave Filoni is involved is just super encouraging and super exciting. The Kind Brothers talked about working on a special animated show that fans were going to love as well, and I gotta say, I think it's this, and I think there's more to it than we can possibly imagine. So I'm super excited for it. I don't want to put too much hype built around this, because it could be something as simple as like I don't know, one of the other kind of Star Wars Disney short things that they do, like with the droids or with the female characters. I forget what that show is called, but that one's kind of interesting too. It's a little short story, but if it's something more like that, it'll be kind of more quiet. But I think this could be something bigger than we even think, so I'm excited for it, man. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, but I'm excited for this new Tales of the Jedi animated anthology show, and I do think it's gonna kind of span over all kind of time periods. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Yeah, we do, Matthew Cruz. Steve Saranka, my guy, riding the bike show should be off in 15 minutes if you're still on. That's what's up, Steve. Hope it's a good ride for you. Yosh says, I'd rather see High Republic on a screen instead of a page of a book. Me too. I gotta say, I do like some of the High Republic stuff that they've done in the books and whatnot so far, but I want to see some live action or animated projects with it. You know, and that would really invest fans more into that time period, I think. I agree with you there, Yash. Tim says, I wonder if it's Clone Wars animation style or something new. That's what I'm wondering too, Tim, and I'm almost wondering what if it's just, you know, each kind of show's style or a style for each kind of era that they do. And obviously maybe it's just one era, maybe it's just one group of characters, but I think it's going to be, as it says, an anthology shorts, so I'm hoping we follow multiple characters throughout it and we get multiple kind of half-hour episode stories of different Jedi characters. That would be really cool to me, even if it is some of them in the High Republic. That, again, High Republic to live action or animated stuff, I'm all for it, man. I would love to see some stories in that time period brought to television or brought to the big screen or something, you know. Obviously we're getting stuff like the Acolyte, which I don't see much mentions of the Acolyte at all at Star Wars Celebration, which that's all right. I think it's gonna take a little bit longer than we thought with that show, and I'm fine with that. I just want them to do it right, you know. But I'm excited for this, man. I'm really excited for this. Praying there's a Darth Maul surprise. Yeah, Matthew Cruz, that could make sense too, with kind of how they set up Darth Maul at the end of the Clone Wars. And I don't know, maybe we follow Ahsoka and we see Darth Maul maybe fight Darth Vader, as I think that could have happened at some point on the timeline. I don't think it happens in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show like I was speculating a little while ago, but I don't know, man. It's been kind of a rumor for a while that there was going to be a Darth Maul animated series, so that would make sense that that could potentially be the case. That definitely could be the case. Obviously, it's a Tales of the Jedi story, so I don't know if there's going to be too many dark side users that kind of are the main focus. I mean, I'm open to that. I'm down for Tales of the Sith. You know what I mean? Do it. They should definitely do that. But yeah, man, I think honestly that they should just do it. Just do it. Do it. Imagine a surprise trailer, Maul animated or Crimson Dawn show. Whew, that would be nice. That would be nice. Tim says maybe it's going to be like a What If show. Dude, I'd be so down for that. A lot of fans were talking about that when the What If Marvel show was coming out. Do a What If for Star Wars. I'm all for it. I'm all for it if that's what we get with Tales of the Jedi. That sounds awesome. Even if it's not canon, you know, that sounds dope. Don Clauderman, I hope you're doing well. Welcome into the chat if you're just coming in. I don't know if I noticed. Sorry everybody for lagging in the chat, but I'm excited today. This is some dope news. Talented Mr. Griffin, it's good to see you, my dude. For real, no Acolyte talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't see any yet. We'll get through the rest of these here in a bit, but I kind of want to see Star Wars Resistance animation style. Interesting, Yosh. I'd be down for some shows more in that, but they gotta have a little bit more of a story than Resistance did. Even though I know there was a story to it, it just... I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Resistance, unfortunately. Mall show would have me sweating all day. Pfft, me too. Yeah, a Sith show too. So after Tales of the Jedi, which awesome new show that is apparently coming, I can't wait to see what that panel entails. We have a Doug Chang designing the Mandalorian. So this is just kind of like a Mando-filled day here on Saturday, which I think that was the day that sold out the fastest. But from 4 to 5, the Mandalorian production designer and Lucasfilm vice president and executive creative director Doug Chang will present an in-depth talk about designing the characters, spaceships, and worlds for Star Wars' first live-action series, The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. He will share his design process and showcase rare artwork to offer insight into the site, 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 into. Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. You probably can't see me. You lost me. Alright, let me try this. Boom. Alright, we back. Can you guys hear me? That sucked. Alright, cool. So yeah, the Doug Chang thing is going to be going down. That'll be cool to ask him some questions, get some insight on how they create the Mandalorian. That'll be pretty dope. Then there's going to be a Marvel Star Wars comics panel, IMC3PO with Anthony Daniels panel, Adele Ray behind the scenes. So maybe we're getting a lot more comics this year. That would be pretty cool as well. And then we head into Sunday, which is going to be the final day of Star Wars Celebration. We're going to kick off that day with Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2. Super exciting. That'll be from 11 to 12 on the live celebration stage as well. It says, strap in, kid. You're not going to want to miss this view. Join host David Collins as he interviews Star Wars The Bad Batch executive producer and supervising director Brad Rao, executive producer and head writer Jen Corbett, who's the absolute best. I love Jen. Story editor Matt Mickelson, and then actors D. Bradley Baker, who plays the Bad Batch, and Michelle Ang, who plays Omega, to discuss highlights from the first season of the acclamated series, as well as some exciting hints of what's to come for season 2. So I'm expecting a trailer. I'm hopeful. I cannot wait for Bad Batch season 2. The channel started off with Bad Batch season 1, so I'm going to have a blast going through that season when it does come out, and hopefully it comes out before the end of the year. And I expect an announcement for when the show will come out as well. I'm super excited for the Bad Batch season 2, but let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for it too? Because I definitely am, and that'll be a hell of a way to kick off Sunday, May 29th, Star Wars Celebration Day. After that, we're going to be doing a look at Star Wars Visions from 12:30 to 1:30, so a little bit after the Bad Batch season 2 panel. And that'll be dope. We've already heard rumors that they could be doing a season 2 for Star Wars Visions, and I'm definitely in for that. It was really fun watching it with you guys and kind of watching some non-canon anime Star Wars. I thought it was a really fun show, and I cannot wait to see what they do with a potential second season. After that, though, it'll say Wonderful World of Wookiees from 1 to 2. I can't even do it, but that's lit. I love me some Wookiees as much as the next person. So it says here, loyal allies, gifted pilots, skilled mechanics, and fierce warriors. Wookiees have come to be many things in the Star Wars galaxy. So join Amy Ratcliffe and special guest Jonas, the guy that plays Chewbacca in the sequels, Jonas Sutarmo, And then he also plays him in Solo Star Wars Story. And then Carrie Jones, who's playing Black Chrysanthemum in the Book of Boba Fett, as well as Charles Soule, as they discuss Wookiee-focused stuff. It's a Wookiee-focused panel and discussion. That sounds freaking cool, man. What a way to celebrate Star Wars, like, having a celebration of Wookiees. Gotta love those furry love balls. Around that same time, from 1 to 3, there will be a Star Wars The Clone Wars Siege of Mandalore screening, so I'm really hoping that they're going to play the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars all in order from 1 to 3 that day. It says join host David Collins and special guests Dave Filoni, Carrie Beck, and Athena Portillo for a special screening of the Siege of Mandalore, the 4-episode arc that makes up the cinematic chapter of the Star Wars The Clone Wars finale. That's freaking dope, man. I didn't even know. So we're going to be watching all 4 episodes of the finale of the Clone Wars, the Siege of Mandalore, with Dave Filoni. Heck, maybe I should just leave that for the Clone Wars rewatch and kind of rewatch it with you guys at Celebration, do it live. I don't know if that'll actually work, though. We'll probably watch it before that. But I cannot wait. That'll be so cool to watch the end of Dave Filoni's creation with him. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, and after that, behind the scenes, Creatures of Return of the Jedi. Oh my. I wonder, so for those of you guys that don't know, there was some rumors going around that Patissa, the Rancor that died in Return of the Jedi that Luke had killed, is actually Muchi from the Bad Batch, and its name is Patissa Muchi. Basically, that's what they had it listed as in the Lego Star Wars game. And obviously, Lego Star Wars, as far as I know, is not canon. But it's possible that Muchi is Patissa from Return of the Jedi, and maybe we'll find out at Star Wars Celebration. Muchi died, and Luke Skywalker did it. It's all his fault. That's freaking dope, though. And so Celebration Anaheim closing ceremony that day is going to be from 3:30 to 4:30, and we're going to close out Celebration there, and that will be a fun time, a blast if I do say so myself. Let's head back into the lair and let's cap off this live stream as well. So some more Star Wars news to get into here before we cap it off, but that is your Celebration panels. Let me know what you guys think of it. Are you excited for Star Wars Celebration? Which panel are you most excited to see? Let me know down in the comments or in the comments of the, so let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching on the replay. I'm most excited for the Mando Plus and probably Bad Batch Season 2 panels. Maybe even, some of the other stuff. I'm hoping there's still a panel for the Force, not the Force Unleashed. Jedi Fallen Order 2, or whatever the Jedi 2 game is going to be. I'm hoping there's a panel for that on Friday still, like we've kind of heard. But otherwise, the Mando Plus panel sounds the most exciting. Let me know what you guys are most excited for down in the chat, though. Tim says, watch party with Dave Filoni. Yes! Oh, dude, that's going to be dope. He says that's so dope. Talented Mr. Griffin said, more Ninth Jedi. Let's go! Dude, yeah. I definitely think there's going to be more Ninth Jedi if we get a second season of Star Wars Visions like I'm expecting there to be. And I think all of us are expecting more from that. There's already a book on the Ronin character. They kind of fleshed out more. I feel like if they didn't continue that story with season 2 of Visions, it would kind of be a missed opportunity. I'm expecting that, though. I'm hoping for it. Star Wars is incomplete without a Yosh show. It is. It is. Daniel Fisher says, yep, got Bad Batch withdrawal for real. You telling me, man. You telling me. I heard Star Wars Santa talking about the finale recently, or maybe it was Star Wars Meg and X-Wing 2. Man, I'm excited for some more of Star Wars The Bad Batch. I love me that show. Don Clouderman says, yes, 3 to 4 episodes, each of the Ninth Jedi, the Duel, and the Elder. Do it. Do it. I'm down for some new stories, too. Like, if they continue doing Vision stories, like, every year, I'm down for it, man. Why not? More Star Wars, the merrier. Even if it is kind of a fun, non-canon stuff. We can all kick back and just try to enjoy it, Tim says, yes, more Visions. Do it. Should be a good celebration, says Darth Chaos. I definitely think so, too. A lot of it sounds like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And I'm still hoping that we get some more announcements in terms of shows. Obviously, we're getting Tales of the Jedi, which sounds like an absolute blast. We're getting Bad Batch Season 2, probably Andor. Maybe that'll be in the Mando Season 2 panel, or, Mando Plus panel. I'm wondering. There was no, thing for Andor or the Acolyte. Obviously, Andor is around the corner. There's more stuff, like maybe Mando Plus is even going to talk about Lando and all these different shows that they announced back in 2019 or 2020, I'm hoping for a lot, though. I'm hoping for a lot. Maybe my expectations are too high, but I'm really excited still. I'm really excited for Star Wars Celebration this year. Yash says, I'm not excited because I can't go. I still think you should be excited, man. It's fun to watch along at home and to find out what's coming, all the newest stuff. Trust me, bro, even if you're not there, I think you're going to have a fun time following along from home. Because I definitely did back in 2019, and I've been in your shoes, dude. I know what it's like to want to go to Celebration and not be able to. And I still think you're going to have a fun time following along, dude. It's going to be a blast. Matthew Cruz says, I think I'm super... Bro, me too. I'm way too excited. I'm freaking way too excited. Tales of the Jedi, I honestly think that show has limitless opportunities and limitless potential. I don't know about you guys. Let me know how you're feeling about this whole Tales of the Jedi thing, but man, I'm excited to see Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, a new anthology short kind of animated show, it seems like. If there's a Jedi that you want to see in that show more than any other Jedi, let me know. I even think it's possible we could get stuff like Plo Koon. I heard, obviously all speculation here, but I heard Making Star Wars, I think, talked about it. He was talking about how it's possible we could see something like Plo Koon rescuing Ahsoka or bringing her into the Jedi Order, especially with all the stuff and kind of things we've heard about, Jedi getting put into the Order, what it's like to be taken as a little kid, and seeing kind of Plo Koon's perspective as he brings Ahsoka into the Order and what that was kind of like. I would love to see stuff like that in Tales of the Jedi if that's the kind of show that we're getting with it. But let me know what you guys think. Would you want to see that kind of stuff? Some kind of unfinished or never told kind of Jedi stories? I would love to see stuff like that personally. Heck, I would love to see continuation of Luke's and what's going on with Luke Skywalker's Jedi Temple a little bit after the Mandalorian. I feel like there's so much stuff that they could tell in a Tales of the Jedi story, and just 30-minute episodes, or maybe even arcs, do 2-episode arc, 3-episode arc of one story following kind of a prequel era Jedi, another story following one during the Empire, like Kanan or Cal Kestis even. Dude, that would be sick, right? I don't know, man. I feel like they could do so much with the Tales of the Jedi, and it's probably something that we're all sleeping on. We're all sleeping on the fact that this could be really, really cool. Modern Metalhead covers and edits says, aren't supposed to be getting new footage of Obi-Wan this week. I had never really said that, but there were kind of rumors that was going to happen. And it seemed like either today or yesterday there was a 15-second clip that might have been what they were talking about. So maybe that's all the footage we're getting. I really don't know. I didn't report on it. I was just doing my thing with the Lego Star Wars. But I hope there's something more still. I don't really think there's going to be, but I think there was just a 15-second kind of TV spot, and that's what we're getting this week. I don't know if we're going to get any more footage for the Kenobi show, to be honest. There could be another trailer as we approach closer and closer. If there is going to be a trailer, I imagine it could be on Star Wars Day, May the 4th, or approaching Celebration as we get closer to Kenobi releasing. But I feel like that one trailer might be all we get. Tim says, I think that was related to the magazine pictures. Yeah, so there was a couple magazines this week with new images and things for the Kenobi show. One even had the Grand Inquisitor, and a lot of fans were talking about how he looked a lot better in that picture. I do agree. I don't think it was even that bad to begin with. I think people were kind of blowing that out of proportion, how the Grand Inquisitor looked. But I do agree he looks pretty dang good in the new picture that came out. I'm excited to see that, man. I'm excited to get more of the Inquisitors. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Don says, at the risk of calling it filler, I'm down for more filler. I am too. I'm a sucker for it. Just, if it's Star Wars filler, I'm all for it, man. Modern Metalhead, it's good to see you in the chat, by the way. Welcome in. He says, I feel like the Obi-Wan footage would have dropped today. yeah, if there was going to be more, it probably would have dropped today, tomorrow at the latest. There is like the NFL. I think the NFL draft is tomorrow, which I don't really think they would air it during that or anything. But maybe ESPN is kind of connected to Disney and all that. So I tried begging my dad to go to Celebration and it didn't work. I know, Yash, that sucks, brother. It's hard though. I understand the feeling. 100%, yeah, Tim, for sure. What else happened? Dave Filoni, if you're watching this, make Jedi Yash appear in Tales of the Jedi. I doubt he is, but maybe. Matthew Cruz says, did you see my Star Wars Santa super chat? I made it. I did see that the other day. It was awesome. Back, give me a Mace show, dude. Steve Staranka. It would be awesome to see. So Tales of the Jedi is the new animated anthology show that we had kind of heard about today, or that they maybe accidentally released, or however it came out. But dude, Mace Windu could definitely be in Tales of the Jedi, and that would be awesome. Maybe we even find out how Mace Windu survived. Oh my goodness. Obviously it would be in like animated form, but do it. Oh my god, please. We need the book of Jango Fett. I'd be down for it, man. Maybe some stories of Jango when he was at the height of his kind of bounty hunting days, you know. That'd be cool. But dude, that's what I'm talking about. Tales of the Jedi, the possibilities are endless. You could do a story of Kanan after the Bad Batch. You could do a story of Mace Windu surviving Order 66. I mean, I'm telling you, man, the possibilities. I'm way too excited about this because it's probably not going to be everything I'm hoping it is, but it could be. Mace should be kind of evil if he comes back into it. Dude, I'm down for that in my opinion too, Tim. I know that's in your opinion, but I'm for it, man, too. I think he straddles that line of the dark side just a little bit. I think everything that happened in the fall of the dark side, the fact he could have prevented everything with Anakin all those years, he was trying to warn them. But yeah, I think there would be a little more of a darker edge to him now, you know? I would love that. I kind of want to see Mace killing shock troopers brutally. Bro, that would be dope. Kind of like what we see with the Theory animation with that, the Vader fan film 2.0 kind of thing that he did with the animation. That would be dope to see something like that, man. That would be dope. And there's clearly a market for it, you know what I mean? They should just do it. Do it, Star Wars. Stop sitting on your hands and just do it. But this is the kind of stuff I'm really excited to see at Star Wars Celebration. I feel like they're kind of spreading themselves thin in terms of what they could potentially be doing with Star Wars, and this just shows you a little smidge of the possibility of what they're working on behind the scenes and what we could potentially get. So let's dive into some other Star Wars news. I'm going to brow the Star Wars Reddit page because there's been a lot recently that we have not been covering that has kind of come out. In terms of other stuff we could see at Celebration real quick with the whole Mando Plus, to dive into this a little bit, there was some reports recently that Disney or Lucasfilm has officially casted their live-action Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger. Now, there were no names attached to this, however, there was some kind of speculation that was put out there by Jordan Mason, who's obviously very reliable, and he said that Lars Mickelson is not Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action. Now, Lars Mickelson was the voice of Grand Admiral Thrawn in Star Wars Rebels. He also is the brother of Matt Mickelson, who was in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. But it does not seem anymore that he is going to be playing the live-action Thrawn like it was previously kind of put out there. Now, with Mina Masad, we don't know if he's going to be playing Ezra Bridger yet either. However, it does seem that the characters were casted, and I would love to see an announcement for them in the Ahsoka show with the whole Mando Plus panel, and I think that could be something that does happen with Celebration around the corner, and them officially being casted or rumored to be, you know. Hopefully it's true. Hopefully we do find out who are live action Ezra and Thrawn are. But I'm super excited. Let me know who you think they are in the chat. Do you think it could be Mina Masad that's playing Ezra still? Do you think it's true Lars Mickelson is not going to be playing Grand Admiral Thrawn anymore? And who would you want to see play Grand Admiral Thrawn? Because who knows who they could have got if it's not Lars Mickelson, you know? Darth Chaos says, I'm shocked no Lars. Me too, man. Me too. If that's true, that's interesting. I think, honestly, in terms of looks, someone else could probably portray the character of Thrawn a little bit better, but his voice is spot on in the Star Wars Rebels show, and I would have loved to see him perform as the live action, especially with his relationship, obviously, to his brother, Matt Mickelson, and everything. So, I don't know, man. I'm excited for it. I really hope that we find out who is going to be playing them. If it's not these people that we had heard, it could potentially be before. I'm excited, though. I'm really hoping that we could get that. Let's dive into the other news, though. I'm going to pull up Reddit here, or the Reddit page in our Discord. If you want to check out our Discord, it is a community of Star Wars fans, just like yourself, who just hang out and talk about Star Wars, chill, you know. It's a nice place to hang. Let's check it out, though. So the other news that kind of came out today is there was a CinemaCon thing that was happening today, where Disney basically unveiled their 2022-2023 slate of movies. Excuse me. And what's to come. And on that slate, Rogue Squadron was nowhere in sight. Now, Rogue Squadron was the kind of X-Wing fighter pilot movie that we had heard about that was going to be coming at the end of 2023. So it's very strange to not see it on this list of Disney's slate of movies for 2023, especially because Indiana Jones is still on there. So it's not like they were just doing the Disney stuff. Lucasfilm stuff is in there too, and Rogue Squadron's missing. Now, we did hear at points that this movie was going to be delayed. Obviously, there was some stuff with Patty Jenkins involving her other movies and projects that she's working on, where she couldn't fully commit some of the time that she needed to in this project currently. So it's interesting to see that the show is not on their 2023 slate. We'll see if that ends up changing. And obviously it was set to come at the end of the year, so maybe that's part of the reason they didn't show it. But some interesting news nonetheless, in my opinion. Then of course we did see the Star Wars Celebration stuff. So again, let me know what you guys are most excited to see. What panel you're most excited to see at Star Wars Celebration. Other news. Charles Soule was promoted or something. Pretty interesting stuff there as well. So I do think the Tales of the Jedi anthology thing was shown unintentionally in the morning, and then they kind of backtracked and did a whole celebration panel kind of reveal, which was cool from them, even if it is a mess up, you know. And so here's the other big news of the day. So talking about Jedi Fallen Order, hoping that there's a panel on Friday of celebration for it, which I do expect there will be. News came out today that the Jedi Fallen Order sequel will probably only be on next-gen consoles. So it's not going to be on PS4 or Xbox One. It'll only be most likely on Xbox Series X or S or whatever that console is. And then, of course, PlayStation 5, which is what the Knights of the Old Republic remake is going to be exclusively for as well. So pretty interesting, but also kind of good news. And it sucks, I know, for the fans that have PS4 or don't have the latest next-gen console. I do believe it's going to be available for PC, so that option is always available to you as well, if you can even get a PC right now. I know with the whole shipping stuff, it's kind of hard to get your hands on any of these consoles or stuff. But I think it's good news because it's not going to have some certain glitches that would come with it being a cross-console game and everything, or, you know, from multi-gen kind of games. And it kind of allow them to make the best performance and kind of visual game that they can possibly create. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased as well, owning a PS5 myself. Just even more kind of, you know, reinsurance that PS5 is the best. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Star Wars fan, get yourself a PS5 if you can. But I think it's pretty good news. Let me know what you guys think. Are you kind of sad by this? I know it might not be the best news for those of you guys that have some of the older gen consoles or can't get your hands on the next gens. So let me know what you guys are thinking of this. Darth Chaos says that was a given. Soon all games will be next generation only. Yeah, I know it's been like 3 years now that the next gen of consoles have kind of been out. So at some point they do kind of have to go that route where everything is next gen. And hopefully more consoles will come out eventually. It would be dope to see them do kind of a Jedi Fallen Order 2 themed PS5 or something like that. Maybe even a KOTOR themed PS5, as that is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, at least for like a year. But I'm saying, man, get yourself a PS5. Facts, Chaos. It is what it is, Tim. Tim says, yeah, it is what it is for sure. And to Chaos, like you know, as the consoles, they gotta push out the stuff for the next console eventually. So it's good news overall. And hopefully again they do create more consoles as we get closer. And then there was that kind of 15-second Kenobi clip. No new footage was shown though. And then there was an article from Ewan that we might talk about another time. But he basically talked about how it was so scary to see Darth Vader when he was acting and everything. There were times it's not real. This isn't acting. You know, this is real. Darth Vader's in front of me and he's about to kill me. It was cool to see Ewan talking about it though. And he even said today, I believe it came out in an article. He talked about how he got as much if not more out of playing Obi-Wan Kenobi in this show than he did throughout the entire prequels. So really cool to see that the Obi-Wan Kenobi character is going to be expanded on and is kind of the center piece of this Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Awesome news overall though. A lot of fun stuff that we talked about today. Let me know what you're most excited for to see at Celebration. What's your most excited and anticipated project? Obviously, we're hoping to get trailers for not Mandalorian probably, but for the Andor show, maybe the Bad Batch Season 2, all sorts of stuff at Celebration. So let me know what you're most excited to see. And much love. Darth Chaos says, I have high hopes for KOTOR. Me too, man. Me too. I have some really high hopes for it. I'm really hoping that remake is everything that fans are hoping it to be. Speaking of remakes, I might even start playing the Force Unleashed remake that's on Switch here on the channel. I know I have a lot going on playing through Lego Star Wars, trying to get through watching the Clone Wars and everything, but at some point I'm down to play through The Force Awakens with you guys because personally that's one of my favorite Star Wars games of all time. Yeah, it was Ewan. Dude, Ewan is awesome. Ewan is the best. Tim says that article was so funny, bro. That article with Ewan was amazing. I loved it. We'll definitely talk about it soon. I'm probably not going to get into it today. It's a fun article, though. I don't anything to see in Celebration. What? Some Marvel movies weren't included either, says Tim. Okay, that makes me a little bit hopeful for Squadron. A little bit more hopeful. Star Wars overload tonight, dude. I'm telling you, there was more news than I thought there would be, you know? There's a lot of stuff. I always pictured Michael Fassbender as Thrawn. Dude, that would be amazing. Holy crap, Steve. I would love Fassbender as Thrawn. I don't know if he could pull off the voice. He probably could. That would be amazing. Fassbender is the guy that plays Magneto in the X-Men First Class kind of movies. So if you were wondering, I would love to see Michael Fassbender play Thrawn. That would be awesome. That's the base of the news, though. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. We're probably going to get on out of here. I apologize for the 3D printer noise in the background if you guys can hear that, which you probably can. But I appreciate you guys hanging with us today. I'm super excited for Star Wars Celebration. You know your boy is going to be there. I'm probably going to be streaming with Star Wars Obsession that week. We're going to have a lot of fun things planned. Of course, Star Wars, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show does release that week as well. So make sure to subscribe to Vader's Lair to stay up to date with all the latest on everything Star Wars and leading into Star Wars Celebration and the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. We're currently watching through the Clone Wars show in its chronological order, so make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more of that. We're probably going to continue that tomorrow if you guys want to hang out with us. So definitely check out our Clone Wars rewatch tomorrow. Some videos still being worked on. I know I take forever on my videos these days, but the edits... I'm such a perfectionist with it. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to close it out here, but much love to y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And may the Force be with you all, always. Peace out. Much love.
updates with the 3D printer. The mask I was making was too small.
Yeah, it'll probably be a week or two until I have the mask printed out, and it's going good. Your boy is figuring it out. I'm having a lot of fun 3D printing still, so I'll keep you guys updated through the Discord. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Thanks for the interest. My 3D printing addiction is it's in full force. I hope you have a great rest of your night, though. I'll hang out with y'all in the Discord. Much love. Peace out, y'all.